Welcome back to The Power Within, the channel where we don't just talk about change, we live it. If you're tired of excuses, tired of playing small, and ready to step into the strongest version of yourself, you're in the right place. Today's video is not for the faint of heart. It's for those who are ready to outwork, outfight, and outlast anything life throws their way. So before we begin, make sure to like this video, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe to the channel, because every week we deliver raw, powerful content designed to light a fire in your soul and remind you of one unshakable truth. No one is coming to save you. It's you versus you, every single day. Let's begin. They call it the dog, that relentless, hungry force inside you that refuses to quit. Some people have it naturally, others have to build it from pain. But once you wake it up, you feed it with discipline. David Goggins doesn't just talk about hard work, he lives in it. When his knee was swelling and his cartilage was breaking down, most people would have quit. They'd have called it a day. But he didn't. Why? Because he's got that dog in him, that fire that says, keep going. The world tells you to rest. Your mind screams for comfort. But that dog, it drags you through hell, and it keeps barking until you reach the other side. It's not about being fearless, it's about being fearless anyway. It's about looking pain in the eye and saying, you don't own me. The dog mentality is not a motivational quote, it's a lifestyle. It's choosing discipline over dopamine, choosing early mornings over extra sleep, choosing the hard path when everyone else takes the easy one. And once you choose that path enough times, it becomes who you are. You no longer need permission. You don't wait for perfect conditions. You just attack. That's how warriors are built. That's how Goggins became Goggins. And that's how you turn yourself into someone unstoppable. Life is not going to push you forward. That's a lie the world tells you to keep you soft. Life is a brutal tug of war. And here's the truth. You don't win it by pushing the rope. You win it by pulling. Pulling yourself through the pain, through the doubt, through the mornings when your body aches and your mind says no. No one's coming to pull for you. No one's coming to save you. This morning, you didn't want to get up. And that's the exact moment where winners are made. When your legs are heavy, your heart is tired, your mind is whispering every excuse you've heard 100 times, that's when you grip the rope tighter and pull anyway. You don't build strength by waiting for motivation. You build it by moving anyway, step by step, breath by breath. And with every painful inch forward, something changes, not just in your body, but in your identity. That's the power of movement. That's where real confidence is born. Not from applause, not from success, but from dragging yourself through the storm and realizing you survived. You didn't just survive, you got stronger. You became someone you never thought you could be. So don't wait for life to move. Don't push the rope, pull yourself through it, every single day. Here's the problem with most people. They think they're working hard, but they're not even close. You hit the gym for a month and don't see results, so you feel sorry for yourself. You study for 30 minutes, fail the test, and get discouraged. But what did you expect? Real growth doesn't come from doing the minimum. It comes from doing what most people won't. You say you want success, but are you willing to outwork everyone in the room? Are you willing to do more when your body says stop? When your mind screams quit? Because that's where the line is drawn, not between winners and losers, but between the honest and the delusional. The honest say, I haven't earned it yet, I've got more to give. The delusional say, I've done enough, while staying stuck in the same place. Stop lying to yourself. Stop saying you're putting in the work if you're not bleeding for it. You'll know when you're doing enough because you'll feel it deep in your bones. You'll feel that fire that says, I'm outworking the world. I'm doing more than I thought I could. I'm becoming someone I never imagined. That's not luck. That's not talent. That's raw, ruthless effort. And until you feel that burn, the one that tells you you're going beyond your limits, you haven't even scratched the surface of who you could become. The real war isn't out there. It's in here. It's in your mind. Every single morning, the moment your alarm goes off and you don't want to move. It's in the silence when no one's watching and the only one left to fight is you. And that's the hardest battle you'll ever face. Not because you're weak, but because your mind is clever. It knows your doubts. It knows your fears. It whispers soft lies like, "You deserve a break. You've done enough. Take it easy." But those whispers are weapons, and if you don't fight back, they'll win. You have to learn to drag yourself out of that dark place, out of bed, out of laziness, out of every excuse that wants to own you. It won't feel good. It won't feel right, but it will make you powerful. That's where confidence is born. In those moments when you say, "Not today." Not today, weakness. Not today, fear. Not today, comfort. You win the war by choosing to rise, by choosing the harder path again and again and again until it's no longer a choice. It's who you are. This is not about hype. This is about identity. Because when you conquer your mind, you don't just win the day, you win your life. No one is born great. Let's kill that myth right now. You weren't born with limits. You were taught them. You looked at the strong, the successful, the disciplined, and thought, "They must have something I don't." But the truth is brutal and liberating. They were just like you, broken, insecure, flawed. The only difference? They didn't accept it. They refused to stay that way. And they didn't wait for a miracle or a handout. They built themselves from scratch. David Goggins wasn't handed greatness. He created it by taking everything life threw at him and turning it into armor. The beatings, the fear, the failures, he didn't run from them. He faced them. He turned pain into fuel. He didn't blame the world for being unfair. He looked in the mirror and said, "This is on me." That's where transformation begins. When you stop running from the hard truths and start shaping yourself in the fire. Greatness isn't about being chosen. It's about choosing yourself. It's about waking up and deciding every single day to put in the work, to suffer with purpose, to build a version of you that didn't exist yesterday. You weren't born unstoppable, but you can become it. One decision, one rep, one battle at a time. Confidence isn't something you're born with. It's something you earn, brick by brick, through pain, failure, and relentless effort. David Goggins used to be 300 pounds. He was broken mentally, barely able to read, filled with fear and shame. He lied to people just to be liked. Why? Because deep down, like so many of us, he didn't believe he was enough. But here's what changed. He stopped running from the truth. He stopped hiding behind comfort. He looked at himself and said, "You're weak, you're lazy, you're insecure, and now it's time to fix it." That's where unbreakable confidence begins. Not with self-love posters or daily affirmations, but with brutal honesty and daily action. You want to feel powerful? Start doing the hard things no one sees. Show up when it's uncomfortable. Train when no one's watching. Read the book twice. Push through the pain. Earn your respect by the hours you put in when the world is asleep. Because when you build yourself in silence, when you put in the reps while everyone else is quitting, you develop something no one can fake. Real, authentic confidence. And when you walk into a room, you won't need to prove anything. You'll already know who you are, because you bled for it, you suffered for it, and you became it.